Good afternoon, guten Abend, and welcome to the Sport Park Hall here in Klagenfurt, Austria. It's day 3 of the Predator World Team Championships. Thanks to our sponsors and partners for making this absolutely amazing event happen. Predator Qs, the WPBA and Pro Billiard Series global partners, CSI, Kamui, Alpha Coin, Jam Up Apparel, and Rums of Puerto Rico. And what a match we have for you now. Team Philippines versus Team Great Britain. The game is 10 ball, it's Call Shot. I'm Mark White, and calling the shots with me in the booth is Tim the Jockey, which is Tim the Writer. That's the literal translation according to your brother. Welcome, Tim.
Thank you. And we've just seen something quite surprising, Darren lagging the ball, and he just barely hit the first rail. It was quite funny. He almost gave the first break to the Philippines.
Wow. So here we go then. Ahmed breaking off. Riblin Ahmed for Team Philippines, who unfortunately went out of the singles this morning, the World 10 ball singles.
And that's very interesting, as she's at this moment she was the leading of the current World 10 ball.
We are going to have a new name, Tim, on that trophy.
Yeah, and that's exciting. Who is it going to be?
Well, Kelly Fisher, of course, 1/3 of the Great Britain team, along with Darren Appleton and Jason Shaw, and it's quite a strong team. But then again, so is the Philippines. Riblin Ahmed, who we just saw, Carlo, Beardo, and Johann. That's quite a threesome as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's strong. I have favored them somewhere in one of the matches we did, that I think the Philippines is one of the teams that might go real far. They might win it just because the tables, like, it's a little humid everywhere, and they don't really care in the Philippines at all. So they know how to adjust, and besides that they're great players, they know how to change their games as well.
Well, she's put Kelly back in, and she's going to be kicking at this 2 rails, maybe call aside as well. A good solid hit. I'm a little bit surprised she gave that back, to be honest, aren't you?
Yeah, and also no, because of course there was a big risk of hitting any ball. If she hits the 8 or the 7, like, it doesn't have to always end up safe.
Almost made it.
She did good. And I was wondering, is there a little gap between the 10 and the 3?
Yes, ma'am.
No. Looks like
no. Going to at least 2 rails. Be kicking at this, calling the bottom left. Always difficult though, isn't it, when you're so close to the rail? Oh, it's a brilliant hit though. Typical Filipino. A sat-nav built in around the table.
Yeah, and the little history is the final that Riblin Ahmed won in 2013 was against Kelly Fisher. So it's a nice replay of 9 years ago.
Yeah. And Riblin, as already said, will not be in that final, defending her title. Kelly now, nice little nudge onto the 5 ball here. Don't push it safe though, Kelly. Now, early 10s do count in this format, and I've just spotted a carom.
Yeah, there might be a carom, but I'm not really sure if it's nice. Might be ending up on the long rail. So we're playing Pro Billiard Series rules. That means races to 4. In this team event we're playing best of 5 sets. Everything is a winner break, and early combinations, caroms or whatever on the 10 ball do count.
Yeah, so we're going to see the ladies play their singles first, then we're going to see the guys play their singles. We see Kelly missing the 4 ball there.
The cue ball?
Yeah, has it gone in? No, I don't think it's gone in. No.
I think no.
So we watch the replay. So now the 5 ball is Riblin's problem. So yeah, as I was saying, we play ladies singles, guys singles, then we play mixed Scotch doubles. Then it's the team pick for the next singles, should we need it. And of course, if we go to 2 sets all, we will have that now infamous 10 ball shootout.
So let's see what she does here. She might be able to cut the 5 into the 10 and get the cue ball behind the 9 like this. Just to miss the kiss.
Oh, she has
very
as well.
nice shot.
Jump
This
cue.
was tough. It looks very easy, but this was a tough shot.
Yeah, she's going to be jumping this, I would have thought, don't you? Now, I'll give you a little
think
story about Kelly Fisher. In her last match, she won't mind me saying, she was a shadow of the player she normally is, and there's a very good reason for that. We thought she might be feeling a little bit ill or something, but the fact of the matter is she's got a suspected fractured bone in her right hand, and she had some spray. Oh, what a great
wow.
shot. Well, there's nothing wrong with her hand there, is it?
What a great shot.
And she accidentally hit her hand against the wall while carrying something, dropped the box, went to save it, hit her hand against a metal girder wall, and really badly hurt her hand.
It was like some cloth or something she was talking about, like a big roll of cloth, and try to save it. And so we might not see the Kelly that we are used to see.
Yeah.
But on the other side, we might still see the same Kelly. You just never know.
Yeah, she has had it in iced water for the last hour, she told me, back at the hotel, and she said she's feeling a lot better now. So hopefully we've got a good match coming here. We want all the teams to be on their very best form. Oh, and I thought that was going to drop, but it just didn't. And Riblin is having a tough time of it at the moment.
Yeah, a little nervy start from both. Have already missed a couple balls.
There's that hand, the backhand. And we've been looking forward to this. Everyone's been looking forward to this. Oh, look at this.
Like I said, quite a struggle in the beginning.
I think it goes, you know, this 7 ball in the side, Tim. She'll be shooting at this.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Seconds.
Other teams. She's just played a containing safety, but I don't think that's good enough, to be honest.
No, this is an opportunity. And I think the player who gets that first game on the board in this, because they both have played each other a couple times, so there's some nerves in between them as well. Both have beaten each other for sure. So that means that the first player that gets his first game on the board might really get comfortable and runs away with this match.
Yeah, give him a little bit of a boost, won't it? Whichever team wins this first point. A race to 3 points it is, basically. And this is a nasty shot to have to take on. Just got to keep the head down, make the ball. Sounds easy, doesn't it? But it never is, especially under pressure. Now, does she play the bank here, do you think, Tim? Considering where the 9 ball is.
It's quite tough. She might play it because in case she does miss it short, it comes up safe. She can also choose to play the safety behind the 10.
Yeah,
she
just catch
called
it
it.
thinner. She's called it, has she?
So maybe a lot of high left.
Oh, she's made it. Oh, and she didn't want the bump on the 10. Now, will she have to bank this one?
Or can she still cut it?
Oh, I'm not sure she can cut this one. Well, she's looking at it.
I think she can cut it.
Wow, this is a thin one.
The bank is just so close on the double kiss.
She might be hitting the 10 here, and the white could go anywhere.
Let's see some zigzag.
Oh, what a great shot. She's hit the 10, and she's got a shot on it in the side, and she'll be happy with that.
She finished really nicely there.
Oh, first blood then to Team GB. In it goes.
Thank you.
And this team tournament really is beginning to capture people's imagination. You know, everyone's talking about it, the format, sometimes the length of the matches as well, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. There's lots of drama in it. Tim, what's your thoughts on this new format?
I think it's really something we need in pool, because if you look at any World Cup in soccer or like Super Bowl, like everybody has a team that they root for, which we usually don't really see in individual tournaments. Like people will say like, oh, I hope Kelly Fisher wins the tournament, or I hope Jason Shaw wins. But it's not the same like when you're rooting for your country. People go crazy about tickets and everything just because it's the country they live in, or family, or roots, you never know. And I think it's a big positive thing for
boost
pool.
for the pool.
Yeah, it's a big boost.
Yeah. I don't know what referee John Lehman was just talking about. But Kelly Fisher to break off. Oh, look at that. Last little double kiss on the 3. Now, has she got a shot on the 1? She certainly has. And look at the 2. Passes the 6. So this is looking good. Kelly was on the phone to her coach, Lionel Payne, who she's been with for over 30 years now, she was telling me.
Really nice speed. Played as well. It's not easy to judge the speed.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. Now then, I don't see any signs of Payne. Not even Lionel Payne. But I know he'll be watching. Hi, Lionel.
Yeah, so it will be interesting to see what she chooses to play around the 6, 7, 8. I expect her to come up high on the 6, so it means on the left side, more on the left. If you compare the 6 to the corner pocket, the left side, and then having to shoot the 7 to the bottom right corner pocket.
Now,
ooh, she has left herself a little bit of an angle towards the 8. She might still skim off the 8 with some right spin to still get on the 7, but I rather just don't like to bump all the balls, especially when they're in an open position.
you're not a ball bumper, are you? I'm a rail basher. So just putting the extension on, doesn't want to foul the ball she's leaning over. It is all ball fouls we're playing here. Oh, and she's tried to hit that too hard, and she's, well, and she got away with it. Look at the 7. Does the 7 still pass the 9? I think it does. She just had a quick look. So Philippines against Great Britain. Obviously this brings up thoughts about, you know, all the, there's a wave, hello, wave back at him in the audience there, look. There's lots of talk always around Mosconi Cup, Tim, about should other teams be allowed in it now, and should the Philippines, should they bring out a new one with the Asian team in it? But if there was an Asian Mosconi type battle, say, would this be the team that they would pick right now, do you think, Philippines?
That's a very tough question, just because they have so many good players, and in the game of pool nowadays, where there's so many good players, they can beat each other at any given day just based on form. Like, they wake up, if the one feels better than the other one, he plays better, beats the guy, and the day after he might lose to the guy. Just doesn't represent. You cannot say Carlo is unbeatable in the Philippines, because he gets beat as well. So it's very tough to say, oh, we'll pick the 5 and these 3 are the best. Maybe not, but I know they're capable of beating the whole Philippines. That's the one thing I'm sure. So that's what makes it tough to say, like, oh, these are the 3 that they have to choose in that case. But they should have at least some kind of ranking that determines who has had the best season, if they would do something like this.
Anton Raga would definitely be in it as well, I think. What a player he is.
Jericho Benares, like, there's so many of them.
So we're level, 1 rack each. So just going around the arena, there are lots of other games going on at the moment. Team USA are against the Netherlands, against Switzerland. Netherlands are against Bosnia. Sweden are playing Bulgaria. Team Poland, who had a great win last night over Team Finland, playing Team Portugal. Japan are up against Austria A on the other live stream table. Chinese Taipei against Germany, that's another great one. Spain versus Slovakia. Everywhere you look, there's just quality all around this room. And if you want to keep your eye on all the games, Watch pool like a pro. You don't have to miss a ball. Go to kazoom.com. Every single table is streamed on there. Kazoom.com. Okay, Riblin Ahmed won that rack and she will break. It's winner breaks. Can she win the first point for Team Philippines?
Also breaking from the side. Oh, a nice quad of the cue ball. 3 ball going to the side, goes in.
Yeah,
Is she
Kelly
finishing
made that
with
as well.
something on the one? She does not. And that's a little unfortunate. Good cue ball. Very good cue ball on this break.
Let's have another look at that. It comes back to the table.
We'll probably play the safety behind the 9 ball and just follow up on that.
Yeah, Riblin earlier on today was absolutely distraught after her match.
This is a better shot than I said. Leaving more distance and a couple balls in between. I do like this.
Two rails, kick and stick. Caught the 2 ball though. Kelly still on the winner's side in the women's 10 ball World Championships here also.
Not easy to get on the 2 ball from here. Might still.
Can she use the 5, Tim, to run off the side of it? Will she catch that or not?
I think she will catch the upper part of the 5 ball if she makes the 1 in the top right corner. So maybe she could go forward 2 rails of the 5 and shoot the 2 ball in the bottom right corner. But I don't really see much withdrawal, and that's. I think this was a good choice to play the safety.
Well, is there a gap through there? I think there is, you know.
And otherwise, it's just a small jump. If it's just a mini edge, you don't have to elevate that much.
She can see it, look. Great camera angle. She's on this. That's a little bit of a mistake there. I'm pretty sure she can get through this, you know. And guaranteed position on the 2. Just bounce off this bottom rail. She thinks it's tight. There's Jason Shaw in the background, along with Darren Appleton. Jason, just off the back of a win at the Turning Stone, winning his 8th title. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and we forgot to mention, this is a winner qualification match. The winner of this match goes to the
last 8.
Last 8. As far as we know. Yeah, to the last 8. It's confirmed now.
Yeah, we just had a message in area. We don't often hear that we're right, but we did then.
yeah, they don't like to tell us we're right, but
yeah, that's a really nice shot there.
And winning this match would also guarantee the team with already 10,000 euros prize money for being in the quarterfinals. So there is a lot at stake here.
3,333 euros each. That will pay for the trip, won't it?
Yes, and possibly more, because the winner of this event get 40,000. So
13,333.
Oh God.
So there's a nice little safety battle going on here. Now, can she get through to this? If she can, she's firing at this. Just stop the cue ball dead for the 4.
She's cutting this with top spin, maybe a hair right, and getting it down. Oh, she did not put that right spin on there.
Now then, is it a mistake? Yes, it is. And look at that. Knocked the 5 over the corner pocket at the same time. 7, little bit awkward maybe. Would you consider the 7-10? Early 10s count, Tim?
Early 10s do count, which she could play for if she can get straight on the 6. On the other side, the 7 does go in both corner pockets, top right and bottom right, so Doesn't have to if she doesn't like it. It's the same with a lot of people. They like to really go for all the combos all the time. And a lot of pros, they say, well, if the layout is wide open, I'm not shooting the combo, I'm just running out.
Yeah.
So, and I do kind of agree to that.
Well, now look where she's finished. She can play it into this bottom right hand corner as well. Just draw across if she wants like that. That's nicely played.
Good speed and solved the problem here. So just
Yep, 8 ball in the same. And stop. Oh, stop it.
No, just 3 stop shots.
Oh, got up off that one a little bit, Kelly. Stay down, stay down. And in it goes 2-1.
For Great Britain here, Kelly Fisher taking the lead in this first set.
It's nice to see Darren Appleton's had a shave and even shaved his head look as well. He looks much better when he doesn't look so grumpy when he's had a nice haircut.
So very important to know is after this set we're having Carlo Beardo and Jason Shaw playing. So that's of course one of the best matchups we could get this week. Two of the best around.
I wonder if they'll be going head-to-head at the upcoming US Open very, very soon. Now, I know you're on your way there. You've got the hotel booked. How are you feeling? Do you get any time to practice, or are you going to put in a couple of weeks before you go? Or what's the plan, Tim?
Well, after this, I only got a couple days before Michigan. So I might just hit some balls here and there at home. Then go to Michigan. I'll bring my cue anyway, so I can find a pool room in the evening, you know, do some commentary during the day and practice my butt off during the evening.
What a life you've got. What a life you've got. Kelly Fisher breaking off then, leading 2-1. Makes the 2 in the side, and the 1 ball's going to finish up nicely, is it? Well, she's got a shot at it.
What if there's a carom on the 10?
Wow, imagine that. That will be a quick rack. Talking of quick racks, there was a run out yesterday, guys. I don't know if you've seen it on the Predator Facebook page, but if you go there was a run out in 45 seconds, and there's also a couple of really amazing jump shots on there if you want to get onto the Predator Facebook page and have a look at that. And so she's cutting this, or is she playing safe?
No, she was trying
the 10. Wow. Took a chance. I wonder what Jason and Darren think about that. Yeah, she was having to hit it a little bit harder than maybe she wanted to. Just to try and arc the cue ball slightly. Just to throw the angle a bit, Tim.
Yeah, well, you can either hit it thick and try to arc it, or hit it more thin and go straight into it. And this is also nice.
What's happened here, though? She's okay.
And if she makes this 1 ball, she'll be guaranteeing shape on the 3 ball to the bottom left. So this is just a big shot. If she makes this and get on the 3, we might go 2 each. Oh.
Gone a little bit thin on this.
And also no 2-way. Didn't leave the cue ball behind the 3. It's a backup.
Yeah, she caught it much too thin, didn't she? Much too thin.
And this is, I'm not saying a gift, but the balls are spread so nice for Kelly.
Yeah, she certainly looks a lot different in this match than she did in her earlier match against Kristina Zlateva. Kristina now going to the 1-loss side, so she's not out. Jasmine Ocean also got beat just before in the last match, Pia Filler beating her heel. So Jasmine on the one-loss side in the women's World 10 ball as well.
Oh,
That's nicely played, isn't it? Looked a little bit iffy for a couple of seconds.
yeah. But if she can draw the cue ball just to the center of the table, she can go up and down from the 7 or go 3 rails forward. It's
Chance to
up
go
to
on the
her.
hill. I said to Kelly, is the hand so painful that you can't play? She said, don't try and stop me playing, Paul. This is the team we're talking about here. The pain can wait.
Oh, she hung
dear.
the 7.
To be honest, that was her problem earlier. She said she couldn't really feel the cue all the time.
It just looks real short, like her swing was a little
Yeah,
too short as
jabby,
well.
yeah.
And
you know,
I get it. I mean, if you don't really feel your cue and you like your wrist is like locked a little bit, you know, like it does hurt. And
she actually described it as like playing with a balloon as a hand.
yeah, so that's. I mean, I'm pretty sure Jason and Darren do understand, but it's not something they can use at this moment.
Jason hasn't flown from the US, from Connecticut there, from his pool hall, US 1 in West Haven. He hasn't flown here for the fun of it. He's come here to win, and in it goes 2 racks all. So nothing to choose. We always knew this was going to be close, Tim, didn't we? We weren't
Yeah,
expecting it
and
to be a runaway.
Oh, and looking at the format, we might get 4-3, 4-3, 4-3, 4-3. It might be possible because these teams are close.
Nice little crowd in, and I just will tell people at home there's a balcony above where you're looking there, and there's often more people up there than there actually is down below. We just wish we could get more down below to fill the crowd up a little bit. There's Max Lechner, look, just behind Kelly Fisher in the audience.
Yeah, and people gathering together as Austria A is also playing on the side. A lot of people from this hometown watching their national team shine.
Yeah, a couple of national treasures as well, aren't they? Jasmine and Albin.
Oh,
Oh,
no
look
go-
at that.
Wow.
There's a party going up on that right-hand corner pocket, look. Well, what do you play here? Play the 2 combo, 2 carom?
I don't
Can
think
she
I
clip
don't
the
think
one?
I
No?
don't think she can see the one.
She can't see it?
No.
Off the back of the 2?
Push out, maybe push the 4 on to the short rail. I mean, even if you push the cue ball up, no, I don't think they can make the 1. And
You know what I like? Push to a 2 rail kick, and if she gives it back, come off the back, 2 rails off the back of the 2. You know, like you normally scratch off the back of
Yeah,
that and
I-
make the 2.
yeah, but I think the 1 is just a little bit too much off the short rail to do that.
Your option.
If that was a shot, she could do it with 1 rail as well. So we'll find out now if it's there.
Maybe I think it might be. You know, she's giving it back, has she?
Yeah, and I think she might be able to cut the 1, but then still, how are you gonna get on the 2? Like it might go past the 2.
I still say go off the back of it. Let's see what she's going to do here. Well, she can see it. Yeah, good decision. Well. Oh, she doesn't want that in, does she?
Change your option.
Now, will she give this back?
No. No, that 1 ball goes. And
Does it go?
yeah.
Really?
Was she playing the carom?
She's playing the carom. The 1 definitely doesn't go, Tim, from the camera angle they showed. Yeah.
What
And
did
she's
she
missed
play
it.
there?
I don't know, but the 1 definitely didn't go.
Well, it also looked like she played with left spin on that, which breaks the cue ball in. So she was thinning the 1, and just because she played that left spin, she hit it too thick. But quite strange to see that she didn't even hit the 2.
she's smiling about something.
Hmm.
Look, getting a bit close over there. Look, Darren and Jason.
But still some work to do, as that 6 ball doesn't have any of the bottom corners. So to go from the 5 to the 6 is difficult.
Possibility of a 6-10 combo though, Tim.
Yeah, it might be
Look,
a solution,
it's
but
almost on.
it's quite some work though. It's not straight.
Well, we'll soon know the way she plays. If she leaves herself pretty straight on this 5 ball from the 4, she's probably just going to draw straight back. And if she overdraws it, she might have it in the side. The 6 I'm talking about.
Nice stroke. Now has enough angle to go wherever she wants to go on the table.
Where are you going? Where do you want that cue ball after this?
I might go 4 rails around in between the 7-6 for the 6 in the side. But she was just playing for the combo, I think.
She's playing the combo, yeah. She's not straight in behind it. When on these combos, it's always nice to try and be behind it. Will she play a safety? Yeah.
Ah, she played safe. Okay.
Well, she wanted to get that really glued, though. I think she might have left an edge here.
Me
and if
too,
she has, she's going to be behind the 7.
Yeah, that could be a lot of trouble for Kelly next.
Well, maybe she can't see it.
I think she can. It does look like she can.
Just can't quite see it. Take your phone camera over there. Take a quick picture, Tim, and send it to me.
1 second.
Oh, look at this. She's got the same bridge head as Kelly Fisher, just a different colour.
Yeah, it looks like she can.
Look at Kelly up off her feet, looking to see if she hits anything. Well, is she going to jump this?
Yeah, you have to. It's either that or the kick and stick, but no, this is an opportunity. You got to go for the opportunity here.
Now,
If you can jump this and just draw back a little bit.
she said earlier on when she was in pain that she was trying to avoid jumping because it was painful when she tried to get her arm that high up.
But it's quite interesting to see that she's jumping with a complete cue. She could take the extension of this. But
oh no!
Like, can you believe that?
Start shot clock, please.
Look how well she hit that.
Oh dear. Yeah, she's pointing to the pocket. She can't believe where it's gone. Wow. Philippines could be first on the hill here in the first set, and we've got the men's doubles coming. Men's singles coming next. Don't forget that one. Carlo, Beardo, Jason Shaw. She threw the cue at that one a little bit. Cue flapped off the top of the cue ball there.
And a little facial expression. She doesn't hide her emotions a lot, though. She's really
very
open book.
un-Asian-like, isn't it?
Yeah, open book.
In it goes, no problem.
Philippines on the hill in the first set.
Yeah, just going around. No scores coming in at the moment, but we can. There's Kelly. Sitting there deep in thought. What's she thinking about?
Such a big moment too. Jumps the ball, scratches off.
Well, she really, really wants to win this. More than anyone, I can tell you.
Nice reflection of the Predator Arena lights in the Predator Arcos II balls here.
Yeah, And look at that work there from John Lehman, our head referee, making sure there's no gaps to guarantee maximum split. And it's going to be Ahmed with the split. Winner breaks 3-2 on the hill. Looking to take the first point against Team Great Britain. And there you see there's lights everywhere there. Look at that for a picture, Tim. That is beautiful. Keep it there for the break.
So nice big squad
booming
again.
2
2 ball
ball.
in the corner, 1 ball in the corner. Where's the
3 ball
ball?
in the side?
Oh.
No. Nearly made the 1, 2, 3. You don't see that very often. And she'd have been on, right on the 4 ball as well.
Yeah, and of course after the second singles match, we have the doubles. Will be Riblin, Ahmed and Johann playing against Darren Appleton and Kelly Fisher. So the lineup is promising.
This could be a quick rack. I don't think it's going to be 45 seconds like yesterday's one, but it could be pretty quick. Just has to get up onto that 5 ball. Key shot coming up, and looks brilliant. This looks perfect. Little bounce off the rail, is it? Or it's a little bit straight.
That's straight, yeah. That's no good.
Can she rail first? Just slightly rail first?
She can, just does not want to leave herself too much angle, because then you won't be able to hold the cue ball for the 7. Can she cheat the pocket maybe? No.
No, I think she's got to go rail first if she wants to get out. She could come back and leave it into the bottom right-hand corner.
I think I might like that better, just because when you go real first and you leave yourself still a lot of angle on the 6, then you just you stay in trouble all the time.
She's tried to force it.
Well,
she got out a little bit. Has she got out enough?
Quite a good.
Yes, that's a great shot.
But how is she going to the 7? Is she going
check it?
3 rails maybe? Long rail, short rail for the short side of the 7.
Little bit of reggae in the background. There's a party all around here.
She hit that a little bit thick.
Well.
And we will see her playing a safety here. I don't think there's a bank shot, and
yeah,
she will cut the 7 to the short rail and try to hide the cue ball behind the 9 or the 10.
Carlo, Beardo, Johann, 2 top quality pros, and what a great shot she's played there. You said behind the 9 or the 10. She chose the 9 and played it to perfection.
Yeah, nice skill. Very nicely done. And also, don't forget, like, of course she plays a perfect cue ball, but look where the 7 ball is at too. Like, even if she wouldn't get there, the 7 was perfect. It shows class. Getting the bridge. They're playing with a 30-second shot clock though. Both players have 1 extension each rack.
There's that right hand we were telling you about, holding the cue. The one with maybe suspected fractured bone. 2 rails.
Does look a little short to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And ball in hand for Riblin Ahmed to capture the first set versus Great Britain. Philippines on their way.
Yeah, there'll be lots of people staying up to watch this. In the Philippines, one of them I know will be watching is John Baril. Hi, John. This is his adopted team, actually from France, ex-snooker professional. You know John Baril, I'm sure.
Oh, surprised to see that she did not play any left spin on that.
She's having fun out there, though.
Yeah, well, I seen Carlo Beardo scratching his head in the back. He wasn't too happy, but she can still play this with top left, crossing over to the other side. But still.
Yeah,
See, no spin on there.
Nicely
You see how
played.
close she got to that side pocket. Whew.
It's hard work, isn't it, Ahmed, sometimes?
But this is what the nerves do to you. And these two balls. Yeah, nice stroke.
She moves a lot though, doesn't she?
I don't see her miss this stem ball.
Yeah, it's going to be first blood to the Philippines. Going to take the ladies singles. Next up is the men's singles. Jason Shaw versus Carlo Beardo. That's coming up very, very soon.
Yeah, another big match. Of course. And then after this we're having mixed doubles where we will see Riblin on mid again. Playing together with Johann.
Yeah, Johann, of course, what a great player he is.
I like the team chemistry as well.
It's just one big, it's a Filipino party, isn't it?
Yeah, Pinoy.
Yeah. I know there'll be everyone watching around the world. Look at Jason there, eagle eye. Still raising a smile. Max Lechner there to the, just behind Kelly Fisher. Who else is watching? Was that Josh Filler? No, Josh Filler's playing over on the other table at the moment, isn't he? With his wife Pia and Torsten Holman. Okay.
Men's singles, Team Great Britain to break.
Jason Shaw to break.
So Philippines won the first set. We're playing best of 5. So a race to 3 sets. Big break from Jason, but no ball goes in. Didn't really hit it. Yeah, just not really straight in the face, but the impact was there. So interesting what Beardo can do here. Maybe get behind the 5 ball. Will always leave a tough long shot.
Or
pushing out. Push out called.
Well, maybe he cannot see the right side of the 1.
Team Great Britain.
Beardo, a very complete player. I've seen him play at the US Open 1 pocket, US Open Banks. We did chat for a while and we played a couple games, and very interesting character. It's a real loose kind of style of play, but a lot of feeling. He controls the cue ball and very dangerous.
We'll get 60 seconds after a push out. We are on a shot clock, 30 seconds, but of course after the break and a push out, it's increased to 60 seconds. And then each team will have one
this is a good shot.
Extension.
This is a very good shot.
Brilliant.
Just because he looked at the shot and he told himself, no, I'm sure if I play it this way, there's no kiss. Like, there's a certain angle where you can just know there is a kiss. So this means it's knowledge. So what he just
instinctive.
What he just did was pure knowledge and instinct. But this is not bad either.
I know he's had lots of.
Ooh.
Oh, it's got a drop, hasn't it? Wow. Don't walk too heavy, Carlo.
Yeah, give it a couple seconds.
Yeah. So is it a 3-second rule or is it 5-second rule, Tim? If the ball drops?
No, I think it's 10.
It's 10-second, really?
Yeah,
So
I've seen stranger things. Like, I've seen balls drop after 15 seconds. So, but usually, like, if it doesn't happen after 10 seconds, then it's all okay. If it does happen within 10 seconds, they respot the cue ball where it was originally.
Yeah.
When it happens outside the 10 second, by the way. If it happens within the 10 seconds, it's a foul.
Yeah.
The other way around.
Yeah. You see playing out the jaws, really difficult shot to take on, but really didn't have much option. But he's got away with it.
Yeah, can't complain about the outcome there.
Attention, please.
And
Well, Team USA are playing against Switzerland, I can tell you. April Larson and Claudia von Reur are 3-3 in their opening singles match. So there's one latest score for you.
And here a very creative safety shot from Carlo. Thinning the one and getting the cue ball around.
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure if he has full coverage by the 7. Or can Jason still go short rail first? I think he called something, not sure what he called. Oh,
He's missed it altogether.
and he was trying to thin the one ball and get the down table, the cue ball.
Did
So,
the spin not grab there?
Short.
or did he
Thank
not put maximum spin on there? I'm not sure about either option. And also a very interesting thing about the Philippines is it doesn't matter where they play worldwide. There's always Philippine crowd. Always. Doesn't matter in what
10
country they
seconds.
play. They breathe the Philippines. They love it.
Yeah, I mean, that's an indication, isn't it? Yeah, it's not just having lots of Filipinos around the world. What it means is all the Filipinos are pool fans, no matter where you go. They just love it. It's in their blood. So nicely on the 3 ball, 4 ball waiting. This looks pretty. There's that recognisable finger tapping on the table. Tony Mio used to do that, the snooker player back in the 80s. Used to tap his middle finger on the table as he played.
Yeah, not a lot of players that move their fingers during a shot, but Carlo is one of them.
There's Darren Appleton. I thought he was growing a bush out of his head for a second.
Yeah, left the arena for a second just to don't get a cold. Try to relax a little bit, get the muscles going. Can imagine it's tough to play the mixed doubles and yeah, been waiting maybe for 2 hours. Interesting. Opted to choose for the 7 in the side instead of the corner. Could have stunned out, but still in prime position here. Left himself a nice angle to go 2 rails, possibly 3 rails for the 9 ball in this view, bottom left corner.
And he is the reigning US Open champion, isn't he? And he'll be there defending his title. What's the chances of you playing him in the final? That would be nice, wouldn't it?
I would love it. I already agreed to the terms.
A split?
No, I'm playing. No, of course, a great player. Just his style is extraordinary. Just a different kind of style he has, and he takes the first game for the Philippines in this second set, race to 4.
Elsewhere, Kristina Zlateva is 2-2 in Bulgaria's match with Sweden. Mai Gaon level there. Team Poland are playing Team Portugal, and Sarah Rucker is on the hill against Olivia Zaluska, who's having a great tournament at the moment. Olivia playing some great stuff. And Team Austria A. Well, look at this. Austria, Jasmine Ocean, of course, 3-3 with Yuki Hiraguchi from Japan. So they're hill in their first. Back to this one, Carlo Beardo breaking off, leading 1-0 with Philippines 1-0 in a race to 3.
Breaking from a little bit to the outside. Still breaking from the table. Nice.
Booming
Nice
break.
pop there.
Look at this one ball. Doesn't
Next.
want it to drop. Doesn't want it to drop.
Oh,
Oh, it
well,
has.
But it's okay.
Oh, look at the three
He's
ball.
got that
He's
three
made the
ball,
two
yeah.
as well. Yes.
Yeah, big break there. Makes 3 balls. Shape on the 3 and the 4 is just next to it. Just has to make sure he doesn't come out too much with the cue ball, because then the 4 ball might not go no more. Just stun out. Got the 4. And maybe travel 4 rails to the 6.
April Larson did beat Claudia von Hert to take the first point for Team USA against Switzerland.
Like this. Left himself quite some angle on the 4. Had to, otherwise the cut shot was not possible no more. Now I'm not sure if he can hold the cue ball, so he might choose to go 4 rails around the table. Like this. Oh, he played that good. Perfect speed, ends up in the center of the table and enough angle to go wherever he needs to.
The Chinese Taipei are up against Team Germany, and Chiao Yu Chao is 3-2 up on Pia Filler. Pia Filler, of course, who is already into the last 16 of the World Women's Predator 10-ball World Championships. Carlo Beardo, meanwhile, looks as if he's going to take this second rack against Jason Shaw. Jason not had a shot for a couple of racks now.
Yeah, so probably choosing to shoot the 9 in the side pocket as well, like this.
Oh, it hasn't come far enough. He needs to play this with high. Well, he can stop it there, I suppose, for the 10 if he wants.
I think he can play some high inside to just get some closer to the 10. Doesn't really have to go all the way to the 10, just to get a little closer. See, just some inside.
Beautifully played, huh?
See, it doesn't really have to get all the way straight, just some inside, and this 10 ball to take a 2-0 lead over Jason Shaw.
Yeah, and you know, every match you play, every rack you play is so important, and not just in this format, but you know, as we mentioned, we've got the US Open coming up. And if Beardo can beat Jason Shaw here, there's a little bit of a mental edge, you know.
Yeah, in some kind of way, it's something players don't forget. They're always thinking about, oh, last time I played him, I beat him like this, or I lost like this. And I think it does also make a difference to a good player, like one of the greatest players. I think they just don't care. Like, they know they can lose this one time and that they can beat the other guy the next time. But there is a lot of players that'll be like, oh, I lost 6 times to this guy and I can't beat him, you know, like these kind of thoughts. Well, there's not much you can do about it.
No. Walking to the table then to break off. Rack number 3 looking to go on the heel, Carlo Beardo. Some work to do for Team GB.
Let's see another big break here. Made 3 balls last break. Oh, this time he didn't hit it square and no.
Now then, is there a
nice
shot? There's a shot on the 1. Look at the 3-5 though.
And the 4-7.
And the 4-7. It's all gone wrong, hasn't it? It's all gone very tight. What do you do here, Tim? Get a good safety in? Or do you go for this and take the safety off the 2?
Yeah, I do think I play the safety on the 2. Just because I don't think you can thin the 1 ball and get the cue ball to a nice spot. So now he might like be able to get behind the 9 ball just to roll up on the 9, or get behind the 3, 5, 6 maybe. There's multiple options.
We're being attacked here in the commentary booth. There's a mosquito or something. It's very stormy here today, rainy weather.
Attention, please.
in Klagenfurt in Austria. First bit of rain they've had in quite some time, apparently. Expressionless Beardo in the background, stony-faced.
Might be able to maybe shoot the 2-ball towards the 2-5-6 and get the cue ball down behind the 7-4. I do like that.
Or maybe even
Behind the 9, my first option. And
oh, look, this is clever. That was a really clever effort, and I'll tell you why. If he can get a combo situation on that 10 ball, of course, get a foul on the 1, ball in hand, 1-10 combo. 2-10 combos, I'm sorry.
And what I'm very impressed about is that because he followed quite some distance
10
to get behind the 9, is that he really locked it up with the 9. There's not just the 1 railer. He just needs to massage this to go 1 rails here.
Well,
Yeah, it was just very tough, and you know, it's okay. The 2 and the 3 and the 5 are still closed, so just the main thing was hit the 2. Just don't give ball in hand.
Yeah.
Because then Jason will try to do a carom on the 10 or like something creative.
I wonder if he can do something creative here, can he?
He might be able to play shape for another
seconds.
safety on the 3. If you
Yeah.
can send the 3 ball around the table and the cue ball behind the 5.
Or even a bank on the 3 ball. How about banking this?
But there's no future with the 4-7 closed.
There's always a future, Tim.
You sound like my lifestyle coach.
Have you got one?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
I want to hear a little bit more about that.
Oh no, we don't have to. So maybe with a lot of spin he can go around the angles. Like this. So that's problem 1 solved. Now we can start focusing on the 4-7.
Yeah, lucky he didn't catch the 6 there. He's okay though.
Probably going
two
2
rails.
rails, yeah. Good hit, separation, and
You've got to be good, haven't you, to catch these Filipinos out with a kick. You know,
Yeah.
they're so good at it.
well, it's just because they adjust so well. They figure out like, oh, the table slides a bit, then I just do it like this, or oh, like it's so natural to them just to adjust.
Yeah, they don't moan or complain about it. They just get on with it. It's part of the game,
Well,
isn't it? You can't control the weather.
Well, their head, they just adjust in their head. They were like,
Look at this for a shot he's played. Look at this for a shot from
Wow.
shape on the 4. Wow, brilliant shot. And he's got the perfect angle to draw across to the other side, Ralph, for shape on the 5. This was a fantastic shot.
yeah, and I think, yeah, this 4-ball goes and has the perfect angle to go to the 5 as well. What a great shot maker he is, Jason Shaw.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, no more problemo.
Yeah, where it looked quite
It looked like
rough
it could
in
be a
the
long
beginning.
rack, didn't
Yeah.
it? It's turned into quite a comfortable one for the man from Scotland. And I know somebody else who will be watching. I mentioned John Burrell will be watching Team Philippines. Charlie Shaw will be watching his son, very proud dad, Charlie Shaw, there in Glasgow in Scotland. We'll be watching. And so will Ara.
2 rails forward. Just
Perfect.
follow, maybe a little inside. Outside, I'm sorry. No, just done.
Why would you put spin on that?
I thought he was straighter. I thought he was going to use a long rail.
Okay.
That's the camera guys are having a rough time with these fast players, which I understand. I've been there before. I did some camera work in Bulgaria, and I do remember I was recording. I was videoing Francisco Sanchez Ruiz, and he started running around the table, and I could not get a decent view of him.
He's actually one of the quickest players in the game now, isn't he?
I mean, it's just so tough. So I I mean, it's tough, and then we gotta be fast as well. So.
Wow, look at this for a turnaround. Well, not a turnaround, they were hill, but Team Japan have taken the opening point against Team Austria A, the Oceans and Mario He. Yuki Hiraguchi taking the first point in the ladies singles. Back breaking off. Jason Shaw going near the centre here. He's changed.
Well, it looks like almost the same spot as
cue ball.
Beardo did. No shot, and leaves the one ball in front of the bucket.
Hit them pretty well, Tim.
Oh, just that
Slightly
9 ball
one
went towards the side and got kissed by the 4-railer. So next break, Jason has to, if he wants to break the same way, he has to break from a different spot. Maybe a little bit outside, maybe a little bit back. Can break from the same spot again. Oh. See how does the rail give in? I think it's good. No.
No.
Does he have a bank? I don't think either.
No, I don't think so either. I'm not sure whether he's a jumper or not. Can kick it off the rail. He's called the bank, Tim. He's called the bank. He's just twisting the cue ball around the 10 slightly, maybe.
So you had the bank, and that's class right there.
Does he play much one pocket?
Yeah. I mean, all the Filipinos, they play so many different games. They play rotation all the time. They play one pocket. Is that the secret
to becoming a more rounded pool play? You know, learn.
Oh, wow.
Dear, oh dear. Oh, that's like he's playing one pocket, but that wasn't his pocket. Dear, oh dear.
I'm
Didn't
quite
expect
shocked
that,
there.
I must say. I think that was the spin he put on the cue ball there.
Yeah, he put some outside on it, so the 3 ball did twist a little bit to the outside, and big break here because 2 each or 3-1 and a race to 4.
We don't often see emotion. Sorry to interrupt you there, Tim, but don't often see emotion from Beardo. He was disgusted with that shot. So now Shaw. 2 rails here, coming towards the 6 ball. Nicely played. So just a little stun for the 7 into the opposite bottom corner pocket. Talking about all the different, you know, rotation and one pocket banks, and of course straight pull. And there's no one better in the world at the moment at straight pull than the man you're watching now. Jason Shaw made that 7-1-4, of course, and then followed it up just recently with a 5.08. And I know for a fact in October he's off to Streetlight Billiards again to give it another attempt. He wants to break 1,000.
Yeah, and I think that's why we're seeing these guys at such a top level, because they just play all the games right. They just learn all the strategies and all the cue ball movements and like all the spinners, the twisters, the fielding touchy shot.
He's also won the all-around a few times at the Derby City Classic. And this could be turning into a classic. This match up here. Don't fist pump with your right, Kelly. That's a good girl. Now look at the demeanour. It's changed. The Philippines aren't quite so chirpy at the moment. I thought that was Sky Woodward sitting in the crowd there, but it's not, of course. There, look, on the top left. Look, see him?
No, because he's not there. So 2 each.
Another score update to bring you. Team Chinese Taipei, I told you they were on the hill against Pia Filler. Pia Filler has lost the opening singles match against Chen Yu Zhao, 4 racks to 2. So Taipei 1 up on Germany, Japan 1 up on Team Austria, Philippines 1 up on Team Great Britain.
Okay, chose to break from the
Must
side
go,
again.
surely. No, there's nothing gone.
And
You've got to bank at this one, haven't you? He's got to bank this one, surely.
well, there's a two-way shot there, which I like. Just not sure if he has enough angle on that. On the other side, there's also a big safety because he's got a big string of 7 balls on the left side of the table. So it's almost, yeah, I mean, it's almost impossible not to get behind the ball.
Yeah, but this is an easy jump, though. That's not a great shot, I don't think.
Yeah, I think he was trying to
Yes, sir.
Get right behind him, behind that 4, wasn't he? So little misjudgment there. Jump stick is out already, of course.
Well, he's jumping with his break cue. And needs to
Seconds.
go 2 rails around the 1. He got
Well,
it
he's
too
opened
thin.
them all up as well.
And
now look at this
oh
for a
boy.
stroke of luck. And he's opened them all up as well. How's
Talking
your
about
luck?
fortunate, huh?
How's your luck? They say there's no luck in 10 ball. There is always that element of it, though. Little runs here and there.
So might go 2 rails here. Just 1.
I wonder,
Behind the
if
7?
I wonder if he's ever missed a a kick shot. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I wonder if he's ever missed a kick shot.
Probably not. No.
Yes, sir.
And I'm not sure how much of this 1 ball you can see because it looked, for 1 second, it looked like he was going to get behind the 7.
I think he can. I think he's trying to come off this, you know, and spin the cue ball in between. He's trying to spin the cue ball, I believe.
No, you can see it. He can maybe draw. Yeah,
Yeah.
right there behind the 4.
Hit the. Oh, it's
Oh, and he
leaked,
left
has
the
it?
1, I think.
Well, it's definitely a rail first if he can't see it. But he can see it direct, but still might play it rail. No, well, he can't play it rail first because he's going to go into the 8 ball.
Might be able to play rail first with some topspin and still miss it, but on the other side, he can just cheat the cue ball a little bit. Yeah, cheat the pocket a little bit. Oh,
And
well,
that's
he
what
tried to cheat the pocket a little
and
bit.
he's overcompensated. Yeah, you
And-
called it right.
oh, boy.
Wow, look at this. A wry smile from Jason Shaw. Well, he had a little bit of luck just now.
Yeah. It's
He's jumping again.
no, he got his jump cue. Or he borrowed someone's jump cue, I'm not sure.
That's Kelly's, isn't it? Yeah, it's not his jump cue, I don't think.
Yeah, I was a little annoyed. You could see a little handshake, like, come on, like
Yeah, I know.
you see, like, come on, what can I do? You know, that's
Watched. Oh, you didn't quite get it the second time. He actually handed the chalk back, so he obviously chalked the cue with Kelly's chalk, so it was Kelly's cue.
and
Does
look
that
at
make
this.
sense, Tim?
Well, yeah, it does make sense, but I don't really know why he would be jumping with Kelly's cue. So that's something we should wonder about.
Perhaps he just couldn't be bothered to get his out of the bag. It was there, so didn't have time to get it, maybe.
And Carlo just got a little bit too short on this too, so he's trying to draw his way out of trouble here.
Oh, how clever was that? Played it off the 4. Oh, don't tie it up, though. He's okay.
Yeah, but what does he have on that 3? I don't think he's got a great shot on the 3 either.
I think he can go twice across, Tim.
He can, but I'm more saying this is also not your favorite shot because you also need to get perfect on the 4 to go to the 5. Like, really need some inside on this, and you really need to get low on the 4 to the low side.
Just like that.
Well,
Oh, no, has he got there?
now he might run into the 8.
Yeah, that's exactly what
This
you were
was my
talking
struggle.
about. Yeah.
draw. Oh, he still stunned off the 8 and oh. Well, to be honest, he got so short because of the 8 that this was the best thing that could happen to him. He can still see the 5 ball and he can still cut it too because the 5 is on the rail. So if he uses inside on this,
hugs it to the rail. He's playing outside.
Then he's playing safe.
Playing safe behind the 10.
Didn't want to take any risk.
Yeah,
just look at his cue ball again. Okay. It's just so strong.
Tyler Steyer, meanwhile, 2-0 down to Ronald Regli of Switzerland in their second set.
Yes, sir.
Another jump shot.
Oh, and this one was
very close.
Very close. And what is he giving Carlo?
He's giving him an open table and a chance to get on the hill. Surely there's no way of anything going wrong here, Tim. Well, nice little stun through, just a couple of inches. Back to roughly where the cue ball is now would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably 2 rails. Oh. Oh.
I could have gone wrong. Didn't expect him to go that far.
I expected him to go 2 rails just because if you hit the second rail, you always have a look on the 8. But that's okay. He's playing great here. And this 10 ball to take the Philippines on the hill again in the second set. Might be.
In it goes, and the mood will change again now. Team GB up against it here. Looking at that team, is that the if you were choosing your host nation, is Great Britain is your host nation? Are these the 3 you would have picked?
Yeah, I think so. Of course, they got other good players up there, but these boys are also dominating the GB9. Like Darren always does good in those tournaments. Jason shows that he's one of the world's best at the moment. Same for Kelly. Yeah, I don't really see anybody in Great Britain getting so close to these 3.
There's some Filipino fans, look. Team Philippines, come on. They'll be having some pork adobo tonight. I could do with some of that as well. One of my favourite dishes. I spent a year in the Philippines. Beardo breaking off. Oh, cue ball going dangerously close again. The 4-railer trying to go. It's going to be dry. So Jason Shaw, open shot on the 1 ball. Look at the 5. Good thing is, the 3 is near it. So is the 4. So he could possibly play some kind of carom. When he gets to the 3. Or off the 4.
Yeah, might also be able, depends how he gets on the 2. No.
Come too far.
I was thinking maybe to open already with the 2 ball because the 3 is nearby. But that's not going to be the plan here. He's probably shooting this to the corner. Stunning to the top long rail.
Well, he could even try and play that same shot into the... He won't know.
And he will play position for the 4 ball, I think.
And
Because
then
if
try
you
to move it off the 4.
yeah, just because if you go into the 5 ball, or he's doing this and then very hard, so the cue ball will go up, but it's quite low percentage to still get on the 4.
I'm wondering if he does it off the 4, then he may even push a carom on, or a combo on the 10 on.
I'm just not sure. If you go in to the 5 and the 10 right now, there's such a big chance you catch one of the balls thick.
Yeah, I'm saying do it off.
Like,
wow, he's done it
so
there.
then
Look at
he,
that.
he caught it thick and did not get something on the 4. Maybe a really thin cut shot, but would have liked to be more up for sure.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So this was the risk of the shot. Of course.
He'll be going for this, though. This is well within his... Wow, he's overdone it. And
Overcut
scratched,
the
does he?
ball.
No. Needs a bit of luck here. He's not going to get it. And this looks like it's going to be another set to Team Philippines. Not taking any risks, trying to hold it. Not very happy.
No, I thought it was quite risky. If he used the 4 to break open the 5-10, then could play a deliberate.
He needs some of that Glaswegian grit now, Jason Short, to come back.
Yep. Things are not looking well for Great Britain at this moment.
Yeah, might not even get back to the table in this particular set. And next up it will be Scotch Doubles, Kelly Fisher and Darren Appleton against Johann and Riblin Ahmed. Oh, this could have gone wrong. It has gone wrong. He'll probably just bank it onto the 10 or back cut it, bank it into the side. Yeah, called the side pocket. It's not a problem, is it?
Did he call a side pocket?
Yeah, he's called the side pocket.
No, I think he's playing safe here. Cut the 7 to the short rail, get the cue ball behind the 9.
10 seconds.
The back cut bank is not the right shot here.
Perhaps he was gesticulating. That's what he played for, maybe. I don't know.
And this is, I think he played this really nice. I don't think there is a small edge on the 7. Jason Shaw's kicking here.
Yeah, he's going to call the 7. Just called the 7. Read his lips.
There's a big pocket with that 10 ball. That's the reason why.
Could well be his last shot in this particular set. Caught it well, but
Still
I think
got
he's going
the
to leave it
distance,
on.
but
He wants that cue ball on the rail. Well, he's got it. It's probably as difficult as he could have expected.
there's a little funny face on Carlo's. Carlo Beardo face was like, oh, woo, damn, this is long. Like you could see the little nerve there. It's just interesting to see. I favor him to make this just because of the pocket speed.
Yeah, and look at the 8 ball waiting, nothing to do, just got to make it, hasn't he?
Just pocket speed here, which he did, and
yeah, he's
really
perfect.
nice shot there.
Well, they'll be going crazy in Manila. They'll be celebrating in Cebu.
Yeah, 3 balls here, and I don't see Jason coming back to the table. These 2 balls to take the Philippines on a 2-0 lead against Great Britain. And Great Britain can start to worry a little bit more now because they're not
and it
getting any
goes.
rolls.
There's the fist bump between Beardo and Jason Shaw. It is 2-0 now. Team Philippines looking very, very strong. Next up will be Scotch Doubles, and we're going to take our first look at Johann, and he'll be joined by Riblin Ahmed. Darren Appleton will be teaming up, of course, with Kelly Fisher. Give us a wave, Max. Come on, there's Mad Max in the audience. He's looking. He sees himself on camera. Come on, Max, give us a wave.
Yeah, referee John Lehman from New York wrecking the balls here on the Predator Apex table.
Team Bulgaria have taken the first set against Sweden, and Kristina Zlateva was 3-1 down in that one, I believe. She's come back and won it 4-3. She's a fighter. She came back from 6-2 down to win 7-6
earlier
yesterday.
In the World Women Temple.
Yeah, playing some good stuff. Back to the action then. Johann Chua to break.
So first break, breaking from the side, makes a 6, and does the one go open? Nope.
No.
Nice cue ball there. You could see the hop, so it was a nice solid hit, and then a lot of balls start moving. Good break.
Yeah, and just to explain, Tim, you want that pop on the cue ball. You want it to hop up to give.
Just that little more impact. Like when it hops, you know you got that impact going on the balls. Nice little safety here.
And here's our first look of the match at Darren Appleton as well. Winners guaranteed some prize money if they can get through this one. 10,000, I think you said, Tim?
10,000, yeah.
Guaranteed with the chance of a shot at 40. So Darren, one rail kick and stick.
Yeah, nicely played.
Yeah, played
especially look at the one ball.
Perfection. Beautiful.
Might be in trouble after this though, because yeah, of course something Darren couldn't really control that much is how the one ends up with the 5. So they can now shoot the one into the 5 and get the cue ball 2 rails behind the 9-3-2-8 possibly. No, he played it the other way around. Oh, look at this cue ball. Super strong stuff here. To find the gap between the 5 and the 8 and crawl behind the 2. That's strong. Yeah, there is a one real short when you kick it short with a lot of spin, but it's tough, and yeah, it might be their only option here.
Well, oh, she's hit it, but obviously no rail. Didn't hit it the way she meant to. So let's see how these two, as we see Johann saying, that's where I want it, right there.
Oh,
well, she's overrun this a little bit.
Pooh. Still left a quite okay shot for Chua, but this was really close to be ending up wrong.
And this is beautiful to watch. This game is a lovely game to watch when both players are in harmony with each other. Both know what each other are going to do and just strolling around the table, making balls.
And you can just see that all these Filipinos, they play so many doubles matches as well in the Philippines that they're just used to the whole dynamic to it. And I think that's a problem we have in Europe at this moment, is that there's not so many partners games. They play teams, but it's only singles matches, and they never learn how to play together.
It's mainly only the Moscone Cup that has any kind of, doubles in it. Scotch Doubles. Oh, that was a long way off.
Quite surprised to see him play 2 rails, because he was trying to go inside 2 rails. I would just slow roll the ball in, and quite unexpected. Could have just held the cue ball.
Yeah, I didn't recognise Chua when he arrived here because he had blonde hair the last time I saw him. Done very well, of course, at the recent Singapore tournament. So Kelly here, just play this with a touch of inside. Just a little bit, just a tad.
Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, nicely done. So not sure how good that would feel with her wrist, of course, or with her knuckles.
It's sort of, yeah, it's on her hand really, it's on her knuckles. This is a nice shot by Darren. So, looked like it was going to be the Philippines going to run away with the first rack, but it's Team GB that have come in. And there you go.
Yeah, and they need it. They are desperately looking for a couple games on the board here.
Well, the best they can hope for now, of course, is the shootout. Because even if they win the next 2 racks, it will be decided, sorry, the next 2 sets, it will be decided by a shootout.
Yep.
And that's the 10 ball on the, not on the spot, but where it's racked in the rack. We'll explain more about that when we get there. If we get there, indeed, we might not. So rack number 2, winner breaks. Darren Appleton.
Breaking from the side.
Crack that rack.
Hit it straight. No, put a lot of spin on there and not straight in the face, but makes it 2 and
Look at this, perfect on the 1.
can't complain there, as
look,
it wasn't the best of breaks.
No, it wasn't. And look at the, I didn't quite get to see, we'll soon see as the 2 goes in the middle, look, as we see the replay. Can he draw off and leave a possible 3-10 combo here for Kelly? What do you think of that, Tim?
Well, like I said earlier, when the balls are spread open, I'm not sure if I go for the combo. It's quite risky.
How does he get to the 3? That was my only, you know, the only reason I suggested it. But how can he? How can we get to the 3 from the 1? There, look, that's what she's saying. Do you want to go shoot the combo? That's exactly what she's saying.
Well, I don't blame them if they do, but they could also just draw in between the 6 and the 9 in the center of the table.
They're going for it. Maybe they don't feel confident at the moment.
Yes, sir.
It's a free shot, maybe.
But it's a big shot.
And he's looking at it, look.
For a 2-0 lead. Like, they could really use a lead like that. They haven't been in that comfortable position before.
He's shooting at it. Well, didn't get it, but left a shot on the 3 ball. And with a path up to the 4 as well.
Not far off. Of course, a lot of distance in between the 3 and the 10, so that makes it very difficult. But
worth a shot.
Not far off, doesn't count. So a little stun just in front of the side pocket probably here. Yes. Did he get there? Yep, for sure. And now he's got a little angle towards the 8, or she, I'm sorry. Got a little angle towards the 8, so she might draw her way out of this. Nice shot. Really nicely done. There was a big scratch there to the side, so it's a super stroke there.
How about this for a latest score? Switzerland have equalised. It's now 1-1 with Team USA. Ronald Ragley beat Tyler Steyer 4-0 in that second singles.
Good cue ball control. Just barely missed the 9, but would have always been on the 8. And Riblin checking with Johann where he wants to be on the 9. Just a real short communication. They don't talk much.
Well, he doesn't want it. Oh, I was going to say he doesn't want it in the pocket, but it didn't go, of course. Jasmine Ocean lost the first set, as I said, against Yuki Hiraguchi. Mario He 2-1 down against Masato Yoshioka in the second. Perfect on the 10 for
1 each.
level things up here in the third set.
this is something Great Britain has been facing with all the time, is that every time they can catch this little break to go 2-1 up or 2-0 in this case, and then they just barely don't get it and they find themselves in this position. And especially in these races to 4, if you just leave too many of those small opportunities, then yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure to say that the Philippines will take them.
Yeah, Team Poland have taken the first set in their match as well. I mentioned earlier how well Olivia Zaluska has been playing, and she's just beaten Sarah Roca from Portugal in the first set, and Poland lead 1-0 in the second set as well. Back to this, Riblin, Ahmed.
From the other side, caught him a little thin, more of a cut break, and yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. So has left a look on the 1.
Yeah, and if she plays the 1, it will go pretty. The 10 will go pretty close as well. I think you've got to play a safety here, haven't you?
I think so too. And also they're bridging over the 2 ball, so even though they could miss the 10, it's just very tough to get on the 2. Mark White started dancing next to me. I got distracted.
My favourite tune of the week, this one. A cheeky little number.
Oh, wow,
what a
he used
great
the
shot
9
that
ball.
is. Oh, don't scratch, surely not. Well. Oh. Apologises to the Philippines.
It just does not really go their way either. Like, he could end up with way more angle and get comfortable to go to the 3. But no, this is where they have to shoot from, and I expect them to play the safety on the 3. Not much more they can do.
Maybe in the side. Does it go in the side?
Or in the corner.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, he's going for this. Pretty
What?
attacking player, Darren Appleton. He doesn't hang about if he doesn't have to.
Well, he did get perfect on this.
Yeah, what a great shot.
But, you know, it was not tough to get it that straight because he was just in front of the corner pocket. So they did good position work there as well.
And all of a sudden, Team GB looked like a team in rhythm. Another quick word to our sponsors, of course. Without them, all this big prize money we've been talking about wouldn't be happening. And Predator Qs, of course, who are putting money into the game. The WPBA and Pro Billiard Series global partners CSI, Kamui, Alpha Coin, the cryptocurrency, of course, Jam Up Apparel, and Rums of Puerto Rico. And we'll be off to Puerto Rico in November. World Junior Championships, World 8-Ball Championships, and the Pro Billiard Series, of course, as well. So lots to look forward to.
Oh.
Is it going to drop? It's not going to drop. Wow, he's disgusted with that.
Yeah, they just came a little short on this 7, which made it so much more difficult.
It was wide of the mark, wasn't it, from the time he hit it?
Yeah. Table rolled that straight there. And not happy.
Could be another shock coming up as well, because Team Austria, who lost the first set, Mario He is 3-1 down to Masato Yoshioka in the second set. But it is double elimination, of course, isn't it?
Yep.
So it's not the end of the road for either of these teams. Should they lose today? Well, one of them will lose today, of course. Perfect position from Chua. for Riblin, Ahmed, and in it goes. Yeah, just stopped herself putting the ball on the table there until the cue ball would completely stop rolling. It would be a foul if they put any balls on the table while the cue ball is still moving, and we saw that, didn't we, at a recent tournament when I think it was Christina Zlateva picked up the 8 ball, threw it back onto the table, and it hit the cue ball. The referee respotted the 9, and Tyler Steyer knocked it in to take the rack. Here you see the wonderful arena lights in this beautiful arena, and the next door, look, you can see referee Dwayne Payne, cue ball in hand. Team Austria are playing, as we said, Team Japan, and Japan have just gone 2-0 up in that match as well. So 2 of the big favourites. Always a scratch on the break there as well.
Touch clock, please.
Yeah, getting kicked by the 8 and the 4 and the 2 and the 1 and the 3, and everything hit it, I think, on the way there to the pocket. It was like a pinball machine.
Yeah, still some work to do here. That 3 ball needs some more attention.
I think
Traveling from the 2 to the 3.
I think she can draw in between the... She can just draw back, can't she? Yeah.
Yeah, but going from the 2 to the 3. And she overhit this by far.
Yeah, not making any excuses whatsoever for Kelly. She wouldn't want to make any herself either. But she's playing with an injured hand.
A nice little bump
what
on
a
the
great
4,
shot.
but I don't think he can. Well, he might still be able to cut this. If they can cut this with low, with a lot of drag on there, then they can either have the cue ball still on this side of the 4, or at least it comes back towards the 4.
I'll tell you what, but there's not many people with more knowledge in the game.
I expected them to do this, but I'm also not sure about this, because if they can thin the 3 and leave the cue ball tuck somewhere else, then...
Watch this again. Yeah, just touched the 3 before, and then the white hit the rail, of course, so it's okay. Reminds me of a match at a recent tournament as well. Shane Van Bonen was involved in it, where he got out of a hook, and there was the question of whether the cue ball hit a rail. Do you remember that match, Tim?
Yep. And I think...
Wow, this is sold out.
No, they're trying to get behind the 10. And that's a great shot.
What
I
a
seen
well
Johann Chua
judged.
pointing like, hey, just move the 3 up there and play it here. And I think just in case they call...
isn't it?
I think just in case they called a 5 ball. Just in case they didn't hit it too well.
Yeah, jump cue out again. Kelly Fisher doing the honours there, look.
Yes, sir.
Fancy him to make this. Plenty of room to land the cue ball before the 3. Sometimes a danger of losing it off the table. Changed his mind, I think. Yeah, he's picked up the playing cue. He wants to kick at this instead. He's kicking one rail. Lots of English, lots of right-hand English on this.
Little Massey.
Oh, how well's he hit that?
Give him a
Unfortunately,
little bump. Come on, give him something.
it's a cruel game, this sometimes. Played a great kick shot there. Look, just anything thicker or thinner.
Or thinner,
Yeah.
both ways. Now, does the 5 ball make the pocket bigger for the 4?
There's Carly McGee sat in the background there. Kelly Fisher's #1 fan. Travels all over the world to watch her hero play. Or heroine, should I say.
And I think there might be a small edge of that 4.
Yeah, but where does he go with the cue ball, Tim? Would be going the wrong way, won't it? There's no cover over that side of the over the table. He's
might
called
be
the
able
bank.
to,
He's called the bank.
yeah, to bank it over to the other side of the table.
Oh, he's got more of it than I thought then. Well, he's
Create
bent it as
distance,
well.
and there was always going to be a long shot.
Now then, get behind that 6.
Yeah, I do like that. Also, they can overcut the 4 in between the 6 and the 8, but indeed behind the 6.
No.
But that 4 has not enough juice on there, not enough speed.
Team Bosnia have taken the first set against Netherlands. Oh. Now, does he play the carom?
I think you have to here. You have to take a gamble at some point, and they haven't really been getting a lot of rolls, so you can think like, oh, we haven't been getting any rolls, then just try to play it safe, or you try to break the barrier and just say all in. That's at some point it has to change. You have to go here.
Oh dear, oh dear.
She
was
got it
trying
real
to,
first.
and she was trying to hold. She didn't want to hit it too hard, did she? Trying to control the 4 ball.
Yeah, but I was just going to make sure I would make the 5 and then get something. The bank into the 5, he missed.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
I want to see that again. I don't believe a Filipino just missed a bank shot like that. He did.
So, Great Britain on their way for 2 each.
Yeah,
They have to go get it now.
They were let off there. That was a big chance, wasn't it? For the Philippines.
Has to take this game. Cannot afford another mistake. She's okay.
Everyone's smiling. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, but sometimes it's also a little cynicism, like it's a little fake smile. Like they act like ha ha, ha, but sometimes like
Crying inside.
yeah, it's crying. Yeah, it's just fake. Sometimes I'm not saying they're fake, but pool players do this a lot.
I like having you in the booth because being a pool player, you tell us all the inside little stories. I actually found out a lovely story about Riku Romponen. I was talking to his father this morning, and although Team Finland are out of this tournament, I just want to tell you this little story. I was asking him when he started playing pool, and he started at the age of 2 playing pool, Riku. He's 15 now, I believe. At age 4, he discovered 10-pin bowling. And by the age of 6, he made his first ever 200 game.
That's quite strong.
That is very strong. Actually represented Finland juniors in 10-pin bowling. And then fell back in love.
Sweet shot there from
that
Kelly.
was a lovely shot. Fell back in love with the game of pool, and now here he is playing great pool, Riku. Anyway, back to this game.
This is what Great Britain needed. 2 each.
Yeah.
Boom. Little fist bump.
Yeah, big burst of dynamite there. So just to remind you what's coming up, there is another game this evening at 7 PM, but we won't know who it is just yet until this round, I think, has been decided, because we'll be waiting for winners and losers. Referee John Lehman, and you see that black thing on the back of his belt, he's actually mic'd up, so you guys will be hearing audio as well from the players. I believe the players are mic'd up as well. They usually are for the Scotch Doubles. Oh no, they're not today. Just the referee. Maybe he's going to sing us a song later. Kelly Fisher. breaking the rack. One ball in the side, perfect break, controlled the cue ball well, nice little bump on the 9, shot on the 2 ball for Darren, draw off the side rail for the 3, game over on the hill.
Big shot here.
He's not playing it, is he?
He has to. Make it bump on the 4.
Oh, good call, Tim. Good call.
And from here, if Kelly can get just nice and close with the 4, they can just start working on the pinpoint positions. Ooh, it's a little
It's
firm.
gone too far.
Not sure if he can still hold the cue ball.
Watch
We'll see
this
the shot again.
replay. Beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah, hit that really smooth. Nice swing.
There's few better in the game than Darren Appleton when he's on fire, when he's cueing. Little shots like that. Great shot. Dragged it down the rail. It's looking good for Team GB to go on their heel here. They're not giving up yet. And the team pick, if Team GB can win this point, I know for a fact that it will be Jason Shaw, the team pick, and it will be Carlo Beardo again, I would think, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think so.
A chance for revenge for Jason against Carlo, maybe. A few shots to go though before that happens.
And interesting to see Darren pointed to Kelly, just leave it in the center of the table or something. It looked kind of like he didn't even ask for an angle going up table. He still got it though. He can go forward, but the cue ended up on the rail, so that's not really nice.
Perfect. So this 10 ball then, and remember I was telling you about Kelly's biggest fan in the front row there. She's got an amazing t-shirt on which she had, and we're going to try and get the cameramen to see if they can focus in on her again in the bleachers there.
Thank you.
Carly McGee with her glasses on. She's wearing a t-shirt that she had specially made that says, "Keep calm, Kelly Fisher's in the room."
Yeah, and Great Britain on the hill. They need to win this set.
Yeah, best they can hope for is a shootout. Joey Tate in action, the youngster from the US. He's 2-0 up against Dimitri Jungo of Switzerland. They're 1 set all at the moment. Back to the action. On this table, Darren breaking off. For
Nice square hit, but a lot of spin, and this is 6.
oh, look at the 6 ball. No. Well, shot on the 1, but
You see that there's so much spin on the cue ball. If they could just hit it square in the center of the cue ball, would be so much more balls moving.
yeah, and that spin really brought the cue ball down this end of the table, didn't it?
And Johann Chua might be shooting here because he can play the 2-6 combination after.
Yeah, just carry him into the 9, or not?
No, stun
Draw
2
across.
rails. Long rail, short rail. Oh, he drew the cue ball.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, don't get behind that. Wow, look at that. He's played a kick and stick on himself.
Well, Great Britain doesn't have to do it for them. Oh my God.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, it's a huge stroke, great shot, but I expected him to just play a long rail, short rail, and
Perhaps the 2 didn't go on to the 6. Perhaps it was glued to the 3. Could have been. Because
well, we will find out now for sure. Or not. No, the 2 ball also goes in the
2
top
goes,
left.
yeah.
So Great Britain with ball in hand to secure their first point in this third set.
Yeah, applause from the outer table, and it's because Jasmine Ocean potted the ball in their doubles, in their Scotch doubles, to go 1-0 up, but they're 2-0 down overall, of course.
Small draw shot for the 5 ball in the same pocket as the 4. Needs to be careful here with the 6. Wants to draw back on the 5 a little bit to create the angle that they don't have to touch the 8. Or at least I wouldn't want to run into the 8. So I expect him to end up in the center of the table. Like this. Can cheat the pocket now.
Yeah, no need
to go there.
Touch the 8, as you said. They like it where it is. Yes, that's exactly what I meant, says Darren.
And it's funny how we know that how fast Kelly can play, but now I think Darren changed into more like a grind mode. So that's why they're like really discussing about, I want to be at least there, and if you end there is also okay.
Yes, a
like
great
they're really
word.
like they're talking more just to make the grind even more tough.
Yeah, and there's no one better at grinding than Darren Appleton. I tell you, in his day, he was just unbeatable, wasn't he?
You know how fast they could play if they were feeling comfortable. So it's nice to see a different.
She's forcing this.
Stun over.
Yeah.
Ooh, doesn't want to get on the rail. She wanted
the rail.
Just in the center of the table.
That's
was okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Is it?
I think so. He's got a slight angle.
But he's quite on the rail.
He'll dig down on this. Yeah, jacking up.
Easy shot here.
Wow.
And I thought so. He was quite straight on that 9, and
so now what do you do? Do you bank it, or do you try and put it on the side rail? What do you do? Go for distance?
I'm banking.
Which way?
Where they are standing, the right one. Well, in this view, the top left corner. And then if you miss it, the cue ball goes 3 rails around. You leave it on the top rail, and if you make it,
you win.
Yeah. Well, it's just that easy.
It has turned into, as you called it, a grind now for both teams, because it's there.
And
what a great back
Boom.
shot. That brought both of the players out of their seat. Wow, what a great shot that was. Now look at that, the life that's put into them.
Yeah, they scraped through. Quite unexpected, because they were having a hard time in there. So the score is 2-1 for the Philippines. Race to
this
3.
bank again, look, right in the heart of the pocket. Great shot, Kelly Fisher. And that meant a lot to them. They're still in this. The only worrying thing was she just high-fived Jason Shaw with her injured right hand.
Well, the adrenaline will get her through it.
There you go. I was just going to say, it's surprising how much pain you can go through when you're so excited
when
and
you're
pumped up.
Yeah. So I do expect to have Jason and Carlo at it again. Carlo Beardo for the Philippines.
Yeah, we're going to just have a little bit of lapse, because they have to decide who's going to play, and they are going for a little break, the players, and I think we might be going for a little break as well. So we'll be back very shortly, guys, with the next set, Beardo versus Shaw.
Scores 2-1 in favor of Team Philippines. Yes? You taking a break? Okay.
We are back, guys. We're just missing a couple of players. Beardo sat there with his cue, so I'm guessing it will be him that's going to be playing. I can actually check, can't I? Go onto my laptop and see who's playing. And it is Carlo Beardo against Jason Shaw, as we suspected. And they don't really say much, do they, to each other? Just sitting there as we look around this arena. There's the overhead camera there, look, you can just see, that brings you all those amazing pictures. And that was actually part of the design of this light, to make a fixing that you can put onto these arena lights where you can have an overhead camera fitted to them. Yep. And there's even another place there, as you well know, because you helped build them as well, that you can actually fix a scoreboard to them as well for the outer table. So very, very clever design, these, and there's lots more coming. You can change the colours on them, you can make them dimmer, you can make them brighter.
Yeah, exactly. Especially, they also got different colors. So these one are the black ones, but they can also go in white.
Brush steel, I heard, another colour.
I think there's also red. Like, they have multiple colors, different materials as well. They can get really specific made for your needs.
And we're going to zoom right in on these balls, hopefully, and then you'll see the lovely reflection on the rack of the Arcos II balls. And talking of colours, Tim, colour choices and stuff like that, there's actually 12 different colours of cloth that you can have as well. I saw advertised on their website. Jason Shaw, he's up for it, look. His whole demeanour's changed. He's in eagle-eye mode.
Yeah, now he's done. Like, he's
team choice.
He's focused. He wants
Team
it.
Great Britain has decided to put up Jason Shaw, and Team Philippines has decided to put up
John
Carlo
Lehman
Beardo.
introducing the players.
To break.
Yeah.
And Jason has to break, obviously. The team that started breaking in the first set, of course, starts breaking in the third set, because they alternate
sets. Yeah, whoever breaks in a particular set, the opposite team will break in the next.
And this is also quite unfortunate. Look how many balls he made. He gets shape on the one. This is a good break. Nice pop. You see finally that pop on there.
Yeah, makes the 9.
And then this 2-ball gets tied up.
Oh, just clipped the 10. So unlucky.
Yeah, and I mean, I might just make the 1, try to run into the 5 and the 2, and then playing with the speed that if I do not hit it, then I can play safe on the 2. So can't really butcher it. Really has to play some more fine speed. I wouldn't know what to do else.
I'll tell you somebody that would
like this.
I'll tell you somebody that would butcher it. Oh, what a great effort that was. Mieszko Fortunski would butcher that.
And
you can't spoil my jokes.
This one was just too obvious.
To you.
So yeah.
Great effort, wasn't it? Now, one pocket shot.
And is that 2-ball froze to the rail? I'm sure John checked it. If it's froze, he has to hit another rail.
Well, it obviously wasn't, but he's going to be in big trouble here.
Well, I'm not sure.
No.
Oh yeah, they called a foul because the 2-ball was frozen to the rail.
Okay.
So
Jason having a chat with the crowd there.
I'm thinking, like, I'm really curious to see. No, he didn't really look annoyed. I thought he was like about to complain, but he did know beforehand that it was frozen to the rail.
Yeah, if it was, the referee would have told him it was, and he would have known. Simple as that. And we obviously didn't hear it.
And Carlo checking to see if he can maybe bank the 2-ball 3 wheels around, but chose to go the other way.
Poor old John Lehman was looking to have a sit down during this one, but he's been called into action. Where's he gone? Oh, he's okay.
He tried to double up with all these balls in the center of the table, the 3, 4, and the 7. But can Jason use that short rail? That's what I wonder.
Yes, sir.
Called the what did he call there?
I don't know. Did he call the 7?
Seven.
I thought he said 7.
Yeah, I thought he said 7.
Nice hit, and this
That's a
separation, he
great
will
shot.
love this.
What a great shot that is. Tremendous kick. And I'll tell you, since Alex Lely has been with the European team, his main thing he's been coaching is safety. He wanted all the Team Europe players to brush up on their safety.
And was playing a little two-way, get the cue ball behind that small gap behind the 5, but also was playing the 2 behind the 8. So he was trying to play here.
And the early signs, Tim, in this rack already, this is going to be a real battle between these two. Jason will not want to be beaten by Beardo again, I can assure you.
No, that's what his demeanor looked like as well when he came to the table.
Look at this for a shot. Look at this for a shot. Wow. Well, we often talk about great jump shots, great kick shots. That was a fantastic safety shot. Look at that.
Especially like I mentioned before, it's not just only that cue ball, but also look at the 2 ball. Like controlling both balls in this way.
Caught it well as well. This is a safety clinic going on here. But look at the 10, look at the 2. Short will want to hit this.
This is master class kicking and safeties.
Yes, sir.
And
call the 10.
What I think is also interesting is they are playing with a 30-second shot clock with 1 extension. And they don't even use the extension all the time. They just...
Oh, look at this again.
Stop it.
Oh, please,
just
no.
Stop it. No, I mean, this is good. I mean, I'm done. You know,
How
like,
good is this?
what's going on here?
And I tell you, this is exactly what he done against Donny Mills in... against Mika Immonen, actually, in the semi-final of the recent Turning Stone. Just put on a complete, utter...
Going airborne here.
Well, you don't often see this with the fit.
Oh my God! Whoa!
Oh, there's a sequence of shots there, and he
and
might
he
need a
hooks
jump shot.
himself.
He might need another jump shot here. This is just amazing. Well, who said Filipinos don't jump? We've seen an absolute masterclass. Look at Ahmed in the background.
Wow. Yeah, needs to kick. Probably he will kick this with a lot of speed. If he doesn't make it in the corner, it will go around the angles. Oh.
Well.
Is he getting lucky?
He called the bank.
Does he get lucky?
Just
if it gets on the rail, he gets lucky.
Oh, look.
He got lucky.
This
it's pretty tense out here.
This is incredible, Paul. This is fantastic. The first one was a bit one-sided when they played earlier on in this match. And I'm telling you, this is very, very exciting. Team USA have gone into the lead 2-1 against Switzerland. Joey Tate won his set 4-0. Well played, Joey Tate.
And Jason caught the double kiss on this, but it was just enough to not leave Carlo to the side, but he might go for the bank. What's he playing
10
here?
seconds.
Don't think it does bank.
No.
I think the 7 was in the way. Where's the cue ball?
Well, that's a little careless.
Start the clock, please. You're welcome.
I mean,
wow.
What more do we want to see? Drama, great shots, great safety play.
Kicking, jumping. It's got everything. Wow. I tell you, there's only one thing left to happen in this match, and that's a shootout. Who would you fancy in that?
We're not there yet. Give me some time, please. Oh boy. Perfect speed.
Oh, this is fappy. He's gone a little bit too far, if anything.
It's a little bit too far. He can run into the 8, or into the 8. It's okay. You can bump this. Or he even missed. the kiss.
Lovely. Roll this 8 in. Finish on the 10 ball for a 1-0 lead.
And it feels like Britain got a little momentum back. Like they didn't really have any momentum, got down real fast. Didn't look like anything would work for them, and now...
Oh, look at this. Wants to come past the 10 again. Oh, he's caught it. Can he cut it in?
Yes, he can. But he's a lefty, so he can't reach it nice.
Oh,
yes, he
no
can.
problem. In it goes. 1-0. Jason Shaw against Carlo Beardo. He wants this so bad now. Elsewhere, let's just take you around the room again. Lots of other games going on, as we said. Austria are up against it, against Japan. Jasmine Ocean leads 3-1.
And Team Philippines here, they're not looking too happy.
Yeah, looking a little bit worried now. They're thinking, oh no, please, we don't want a shootout. All the fans are going, we want a shootout. Apart from the Filipino fans, of course.
Yeah.
So Jason Shaw then.
Breaking from the center, but the same spot as before. You see that ball going to the side pocket gets kissed away again by the four-railer because he was breaking from that same spot.
Yeah, it's dry.
And this is just, well, I'm not sure if he recognizes this, what's going on. Like if he does see like, oh, this ball gets kissed away, let me move around a bit. Imagine such a good player not even knowing the small stuff like this.
He's going for this. Bottom corner.
Yeah, he can play two ways.
In it
Nice
goes.
shot.
He was up ready to take the 2 when it was halfway there. Kelly and Darren back in the arena. Cue ball. Wow.
And a little short as well. I think he's trying to get on the 3 to the side, and
Yeah.
it's quite short. Might choose to play another.
Or was he planning to
Safety.
leave the combo, the 3-4 combo, and overrun it?
No, I don't think so. He
10
has got a
seconds.
two-way bank as well, but decided to play the safe.
Yeah, nice 2-rail kick here though. Can he 2-rail this, or is it 2? Is the 6 in the way? I think that's what he's looking at now.
No, I don't really like the two-rail here, because you might be playing with the point of the corner pocket from the short rail.
Can he kick it fine? Sorry, can he clip it fine, I mean?
10 extension, please.
I'm not sure, but he's always got the one rail, just a short rail straight, and he's looking now to hit the inside of the 3. So he's kicking over the right long rail. Well, that was what he was looking at, and then hit the inside of the 3. So
Wow.
maybe short with a lot of spin, hit the inside, and maybe crawl behind the 10.
There's a shot clock here, and he must be getting pretty close. 9 towers, 18 seconds. He took an extension, obviously. 14 seconds, soon to be 10.
10 seconds.
10 seconds, you heard the referee call it there.
Uses some the inside. Oh, he hit it full in the face, and he sold out here.
There's Max. Oh, he's watching, obviously, the Austrian game, isn't he? He's not interested in Great Britain against the Philippines. He's watching his teammates. Jasmine and Albin at the moment playing their Scotch Doubles. If you want to see
Doesn't want to be straight. Yeah.
any of the games, guys, head to kazoom.com. Every single table is available on there, but you only get the commentary of us two on where you're watching it now, obviously.
Yeah, just register on kazoom.com and you can watch any table in this building for free.
Free pool on a Thursday. Well, look at this, Tim. Finished a little bit awkward again. Blows out his cheeks. Be playing this into the bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah, you might shoot this. Soft though. No, he played it hard. He's bumping the 9 here. Ooh.
Oh, it's helped him.
Well, that's why I was thinking maybe just stun it over and take a longer 8, because the 9 ball was in a funny way, in a funny spot there.
Yeah, just that little flick.
But he managed well, and he's got almost straight, little angle to the inside, so he might just choose to draw the cue ball to the center of the table and cut the 10. Or is he doing more? He wants to be straight. He's going with a lot of topspin. Makes it look very easy, but he's got
tough shot there, isn't
he
it?
likes those big strokes too. Like, he likes to let his stroke out all the time.
Well, this will be a deciding set one way or the other. It will decide whether Team Philippines advance on the winner's side or we go to a shootout. It's going to be one of those two. Still have another round of teams to come this evening. We're not sure who it's going to be yet, but we will let you know as soon as we know. Team USA currently 2-1 up against Switzerland. Team Bosnia 1 up against Netherlands. Team Bulgaria 2 up now against Sweden. Poland 1 up against Portugal. Japan 2-0 up against Team Austria. Chinese Taipei 2-0 up now against Team Germany. And Wu Kunlin beat Torsten Holman 4-1, and it's Pia and Joshua playing their Scotch doubles, and they're 2-0 down in that one as well. So there's shocks everywhere you look at the moment around the room. With me in the booth, Tim de Ruyter from Holland, Team Holland.
Netherlands, come on.
And I'm Mark White, Team GB, of course. But for this particular match, we're completely neutral. All we want to do, we're a bit like Switzerland at the moment. We're completely neutral, aren't we?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, I do feel like you're a little rooting for Britain and I'm a little rooting for Philippines, but that's okay. You know.
Are you?
Well, I said before in the week that they were going to win this, so I should back it up by supporting them.
Totally agree.
So, break from Beardo was successful. And there's a shot on the 1 as well. Nice starter, and oh boy. I think he got behind the 10.
Has he got there? Look at the 4 though, but that's okay because it's a 4-9 combo. Can he make the 2? I don't think so. Or can he? We need the corner cam, that's what we need.
Attention, please.
To see if he can make this. That one. I think he's going for it, you know. Yeah, no problem. Oh, did he play that? No, I don't think so. He's made it worse. Look at this. Look, caught the jaw of the pocket.
And now the 4 doesn't go.
Yeah,
at least it had the 4-9 combination first.
He caught the point of the pocket, didn't he? And it sent it towards that combo, which was a dead set.
Or does it still go?
Oh, does it go?
Can he maybe get it past the 9 and cheat the pocket? Because if he plays it pocket speed, he can do it, and in the meantime he can just have the cue ball behind the 9.
Doesn't go. Played the safe.
Okay, I was going to say, can afford to leave the cue ball in, the 4 ball really in front of the pocket, and yeah, Jason had a real fast look. can I go in between that 9 and the rail?
Yeah.
I think he can.
He's called it, but he's going to have to come 2 rails probably. Is he going to come 2 or going to go straight at it?
I think straight, just because of the 4 ball is a little out.
He's got to be careful though, because the scratch is on. It's a big pocket there. If he gets it wrong, that's why I like going the 2 rails, Tim. Oh, what a great effort that was. Is he going to get the hook back? Well, he has, but I can't see Carlo Beardo missing this, surely.
Well, it's still not really easy. That 4 ball is not in between the jaws, so it doesn't matter if it's even this close. You just really have to hit that right edge. And
not dissimilar to the shot that Jason just had to play himself, is it?
Yeah, and he's looking.
Can he go rail first this way?
Oh, he's just playing a typical 1 pocket shot. Rail first, hit the outer edge, and like this. Maybe he was hoping for a little more.
Yeah,
but
easy safety here.
You know, sometimes being conservative does also work. As long as you don't make a big mistake, you always get another shot.
Yeah, it's guaranteed to be hooked. That was why I didn't like the way he played that shot.
Yeah, and what does he have here? Can he go maybe around the 9 and go 2 rails with a lot of spin? No, well, I think so. I think he can go around the 9 with a lot of spin, 2 rails, and just in case you call the 4 ball in the side.
Potential shock, Tim, happening on an outer table.
Oh, what is it? Oh, he played really fast, and he had a really. Oh, wow. Look at him celebrating.
Thank you, God, to the pool gods.
Boy.
Thank you. Jason Short staring him out. It's turned into a boxing match.
I mean, in the last second, he just kicks it as hard as he can.
It's Manny Pacquiao now in the ring. Chang Jung Lin, listen to this. 3-1 up in the doubles, in the Scotch doubles against Pia and Joshua, of course. Germany in danger of being sent to the 1-loss side. They're already 2-0 behind. If you want to catch up with these guys, go to kazoom.com. You can see all the tables, absolutely free. Choose your table. Just go and put your email in.
And if you're at your work and you're not allowed to watch the stream, we do understand. That's why we made a nice website with all the live scoring on there. It's called the ProBilliardSeries.com. That's the website for all the live scoring.
And look at that, what he's done there. Finished tree-topped on the 6, as Tony Robles would say. How are you doing, Tony? Hope you're well, mate. Another good commentary buddy of ours. They're in sunny Florida. Wow, he's cut this in.
Oh, wow.
He's caught the jaw. Is he going to drop it? Has.
Oh. And he has shape too.
Everything's happening in this game, isn't it?
It's a big shot.
That is a huge shot. He overcut it as well. Unreal.
3 rails forward, like that. Always guarantees a nice angle to use the short rail, the bottom short rail, to go towards the 9. 1, 2.
Yep.
Always running towards the 9. It's impossible to underhit that.
Team Philippines then.
And such a big swing.
Into the lead in this 4th set. And it's going to be a deciding set if... and I think a little bit of a sarcastic round of applause there from Jason Short.
Yeah, well, they really pushed the buttons a little bit there when Carlo started cheering after being so lucky.
Yeah. I think he was more praying and thanking the pool gods than anything else, to be honest. Jason.
Hey, I mean, you gotta enjoy the game when you're lucky, because it is going to turn around once in your life for sure. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, Jason, very, very passionate, especially when he's playing for a team. And John Lehman going over to Jason Shaw. And I'm pretty sure he's giving him a warning of some sort. I think he has, you know. He's giving him a warning.
Well, maybe unsportsmanlike behavior. They don't really like to see all the sarcastic, you know, like maybe it's I have no idea. But one thing is sure, Beardo does have a little edge going on here because he pushed some buttons on Jason.
It was
like
a little, that was nothing. It was a little bit nothing, wasn't it?
Well, but you can see that he's annoyed already just because of that. Because it's a big swing, 2-1 up or 2-1 down. It's only a race to 4.
He'll soon shrug that off, though. He's been there, done that. If anything, it will spur him on even more.
I mean, I still think, you know, Philippines is leading, not because they're lucky. They have been playing great. We've seen great stuff so far. So it's not only that one shot that determined the score. And this is interesting because I think there might be a carom on the 4, but it's long and thin. But it does guarantee shape on the 1 as well.
Well, he's put Jason back in. So what did Jason have in mind? We'll soon find out. I'm sure social media is going crazy at the moment with the oh, he's come off the top of the cue ball there. Well, what a great shot he's played there. Even if he hasn't got the hook, it was almost perfect.
Yeah, a little.
You see, look,
he
miscued over the top.
Oh.
I reckon he was playing the carom, you know, and just miscued.
That has worked out for him. Does Beardo, can he cut this in
Yeah,
and maybe
he can
bump
make
it too?
this. He can make this.
Oh.
But he's overcut it.
And oh, look
Look
at
at
this
the 210. Now this will really fire Jason up.
Yeah, so you can really see it.
Miscued there. Q-tip coming off the ball, and I'm wondering, you know, if the ferrule of the cue actually touched the cue ball. We saw an incident also in a recent, I think it was the was it the European Open? It was one of them where I think it was Sanjin Perlovanovic was trying to bridge over a ball, miscued, jumped the ball, jumped over the 1, cue ball hit the rail, come back and hit the 1, and the foul was called by Marcel Eckhart.
Yep.
But that was not a foul, apparently.
Nope.
It turned out afterwards.
Oh, this is a very sweet shot.
Oh, that's a great shot, and I'll tell you what, GB are fired up now. Oh, this is having everything, isn't it? This match, Tim. And it just lacks one thing, a shootout.
That's very true, and although I know you're rooting for Great Britain so far, I think the Philippines until now do deserve the win, because we've seen some really exceptional stuff from the Filipinos so far.
Yeah, they've played some good stuff, but at the end of the day, it's a race to 3, you know, and at the moment it's 2-1, so there's not much in it, Tim. I just want to see some exciting pool. I just hope the final is Team GB against Netherlands and they put us two in the booth together. That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they might want to leave me out for that. That might not be fair. No, it has been exciting to watch both teams. Seen some great stuff already, and I'm sure that we will see a lot more as Jason Shaw is on his way to leveling the score 2 each.
Well, this man has battled through worse than this to win the things that he's won. And I can confirm Chinese Taipei have beaten Germany 3-0 in their match, as we see Jason making the 9 and going to be perfect on the 10 ball. Team Austria have pulled a point back. They now trail 2-1. Jason Shaw brings it back. He's fired up. Wait for that cue ball to stop Jason, and he did. This is by no means over yet, and the whole body language and everything has changed. I wish these players were mic'd up. We had them mic'd up yesterday. Why aren't they mic'd up today? That would have been interesting, wouldn't it?
Well, just because we don't understand Philippine language.
But we understand English.
Yeah, well, wouldn't be fair. No, I have no idea, and
Kelly, deep in thought, wondering. Darren looks as happy as he always looks anyway. You can never tell with Darren, can you?
no.
But one thing's for sure, they're up for this now. And if it does go to a shootout, I wouldn't want to pick a winner in that. All great shooter. Oh, look at the pace on that. Well, he put everything into that, didn't he? What a break.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
And
dear, oh, dear.
Good break. Did overcut the 1 ball a little bit, though. You can see that he lost the cue ball. But quite some impact. Made 2 balls
Really
and no
gave
shot
it some
on the
power,
3.
didn't he?
We will at least see the Philippines back to the table in this game.
Just needs to hold himself together now. He's looking at putting the cue ball just on the rail there. Give Carlo a little bit of a tempter.
Well, I think just to give Carlo a shot on the 3, but with the wrong angle to travel to the 4.
Absolutely.
But like, this is because it kind of gives the player the idea like, oh, I have a shot here, but I got the wrong angle, let's give it back. But there is a couple safety opportunities here. He can bank the 3 ball over to the other side. He might be just firing here with inside.
I think he is.
Looks like it.
Oh, so close. Now look at this. A chance to get on the hill, Jason Shaw.
Yeah, and the balls are spread really nice. And this is to get on the hill, and from there, just to make one thing clear, the team, like
Who won the leg will get to choose, right?
yeah. But then on the other side, Great Britain did lose the first 2 sets, which makes them the favorite if they go to a shootout, for sure, because they got way more momentum going on. So
yeah, and they'll be more fired up. Philippines might have think, you know, we've thrown this away. We had a good lead. We had a chance to win it. We didn't.
yeah, so that makes, that makes it even more interesting, the shootout, because we know that the Philippines, they are ready for eventual shootout.
And I'll tell you what else is very interesting. If Jason Shaw at some point draws Carlo Beardo in the US Open, that would be very interesting. Long way to go though before that. Lots of tournaments to come before that. We've got Michigan happening just after this Pro Billiard Series. Men's and women's. And of course the state championships of Michigan going on at the same time. And that really is a great, great tournament in Battle Creek in the Kellogg Arena. September 21st that begins, and it will all be free as well again on Kazoo.
Please.
Yeah, this 8-ball going with high left, 2 rails. Like this.
A little bit short, a little bit of work to do.
Still has a good angle though. As long as they have the good angles where they don't really have to work the cue ball, then doesn't matter usually when they're a little further off the next ball.
Oh, it's well controlled. 2 rails, absolutely perfect on this 10 ball. Jason Shaw, Team GB on the hill in this set to level it up and force it into a shootout. And Kelly and Darren there know they're in a match, and I wonder how the Filipinos are feeling now. Little conversation. I love Darren's expressions. Meanwhile, Beardo, Chua and Riblin, Ahmed are, well, shall we say, not as happy as they were a few racks ago.
They were really smiling and having fun in the beginning, and now when it
there he is,
a little tight.
Karim Belhaj, the head of Predator, CEO, the man that's putting his money where his mouth is. I wonder what he's thinking. Who does he want to win? Does he want the Philippines? I think he wants a shootout, that's for sure.
I think he wants Pool to win.
Exactly.
And finally a pre-square break. Hit it straight in the face finally, and now he made the 1 in the side.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's fired up, Jason Shaw, and there's nothing more dangerous than a cornered Jason Shaw. He'll come out fighting, and he won't stop punching until he gets the win.
Yes, sir.
So just this
Extension, please.
to go to a shootout. Little bridging over the 9, not easy. Has to travel 2 rails in between the 4 and the 9, and there is a possible scratch.
And actually, Tim, he's
Oh.
caught it. You wouldn't want anyone else at the table in this situation, would you? Than Jason Shaw. He's the perfect man for the job.
Well, there's a couple others, but yeah, he's one of them.
I mean,
I'm
in the
quite
team
picky.
now.
Yeah. I think Jason is the guy to beat in this team for sure. Darren hasn't been showing much of what he used to be.
Yeah, Darren a player.
Oh,
Yeah, he's played
nice
the 6,
to
nice
Karam, and
shot.
where's the 3 ball
Where's the
ending
3?
up?
Wants it to stop, wants it to stop. Wow, he can 2 rail this as well, look.
Yeah, but it's a weird kind of stroke because he can't really stun it all the way because he has the scratch in the corner. So it just needs that little speed on there to
Just avoid the 9.
Yeah,
that's all he's trying to do here. Avoid the 9. In it goes, round the back. Perfect on the 4. This is a fired up Shaw. Fabulous shot.
Yeah, and
Free stroking now.
Carlo hasn't been to the table this game, and
8 ball, a little bit funny, Tim. Does go to the top pocket. He's just coming around to have a look at that now, look. But doesn't want to be dead straight on it.
he might be able to get straight on it. And then he can either draw back for the short side of the 8 or go force follow 2 rails for the 8 ball in the bottom right corner. And
He's going to play into the bottom right, yeah.
Yeah, 2 rails.
Now, just a little bounce off this rail would be nice if he can get it. Well, he's gone a little bit straight on it, sort of where he didn't want to be. Can he pinch the pocket just a little bit, draw back for the 9? He can, you know. Perfect on the 9, draw back for the 10, and we're going to a shootout. drama in the Sport Park Hall here in Klagenfurt, Austria, and it goes. And straight over, fist pump with Carlo Beardo. We are going to a shootout.
Yeah, and who would have expected this
Well,
when they
2-0,
were down
they looked
2-0?
dead and buried, didn't they?
And such a different team chemistry going on right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to a shootout.
Well, there you see, praying over on the Filipino side. Riblin, Ahmed. Now let's explain these rules then, Tim. The 10 ball will be placed not on the spot, but where it's placed in the rack, so just behind the spot.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are all tied at 2 sets
Yeah,
apiece.
this will be
We
interesting.
have a shootout.
Pick your teams.
Okay. Order of play, please. You. Okay, you're on. Okay. And your order of play, please. Okay. Team Philippines, you won the lag. You get to choose whether you wish to shoot first or second. You're going to shoot first. You get to choose what side we start from.
So the order they're shooting in is Jason, Darren, and Kelly. I think that's what they just said. And for the Philippines, it will be Carlo, Beardo, Johann, and then Riblin, Ahmed.
Exactly.
So it's 4 innings each. You have to shoot from the kitchen.
This side?
Anywhere behind the kitchen line
This
is
side?
okay.
Here, in here. Yep. Anywhere in the
But
box,
only a
sir.
diamond across, of course. So it's a box, 2 diamonds down, 1 diamond across. First one, both players will shoot from one side, then they switch over to the other side. Straight in, fired in. Who's going first? It's Jason, of course, yes. So 1-0 to the Philippines. There you see the little boxes on your screens, and they still are on a shot clock. Very important. They are on a shot clock still. 30 seconds, Tim.
Yeah, and like we've spoken before in other matches, something that really makes a huge difference is being the team that starts the shootout, because you can have the opportunity to put the other team or other player under a lot more pressure. So let's see how Jason Shaw handles the pressure here.
Well, we know all about pressure. Now the pressure is on Chua.
Of course, both teams started with their best shot makers. So it gets more interesting when we get towards the second and the third choice. Not saying the first ones can't miss, but... Oh, they chose Riblin Ahmed as second. So I made a little mistake there.
You're allowed one, don't worry. And now you'll see they've swapped sides as well now. So both teams will shoot from this side. And then we'll go back over. And if we're level at 4, we will then go to sudden death.
Riblin Ahmed.
Whoa!
She didn't really
Don't
shoot it.
forget though, if you scratch, don't scratch. She was looking to see where the cue ball was going. We actually had that in a match the other day.
And she butchered it. Wow.
Well, Darren Appleton, is it? Or is it Kelly? It's Kelly. So both teams are going with their lady second. And Kelly Fisher has a lot of experience in these shootouts.
She has played a bunch of them already. That's true.
She's won a couple of tournaments on one as well. Oh, that was a long way out.
Yeah, and I have a feeling there was quite some spin on there. Quite some inside. It wasn't smooth.
Wow.
Kind of jabbed at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair to say she hasn't played her best pool today, and she needs to get herself sorted out for tomorrow, because she's still very much in the women's Predator World 10 Ball tournament. And she's one of the favourites, but she won't be if she keeps up this form, because today she'll be the first to admit she hasn't been the best. Due up to give Philippines the advantage.
Oh,
He's missed it as well, so a chance now then.
to even the score,
Yeah.
2 each.
Darren Appleton, he's played a few shootouts. He's no stranger to them either. He's played a couple of Pro Billiard Series. Called it thick, maybe put a little bit of right-hand English on it, drifted it in towards a 10. Referee John Lehman. You'll notice there he's placed, always will place the 10 ball with the white side up and the blue part, the stripe, parallel to the bed of the table, so you can't really pick any particular point. Darren Appleton. Oh, he's missed as well. So it's simple. If the Philippines make this next ball, they will proceed to the next round, to the last eight. Yes.
Yeah. Which guarantees already 10,000 euros, and of course a nice position to go all the way for 40,000.
One shot on the 10 ball for 10,000 euros. That's exactly what we're playing for here. Carlo Beardo from the Philippines. He's been really heavily involved in this match. Can he finish it off? He started it. Can he finish it?
And he does.
Oh, he certainly does in emphatic form. Jason and the team, they all pump fists, and we'll be back at 7 with our second team. Thank you so much to Tim de Ruyter, and I'm Mark White. We'll be back later on. Cheers, guys.
Thank you all.